Ooh.
He's recording.
Hello.
He's recording.
Cool.
Something's happening. Something is happening. Okay. I hope that sound works. Just in case we have our microphones. Amazing.
Okay. So what's your topic?
My topic, the idea that I want to discuss today. How to start? How to start? I don't know what is the topic, but the idea came from the guy. What? The guy.
The idea came from the guy.
The idea came.
He came up with the guy. He came up with the guy. Yeah.
The courage to be normal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
And then question that I have: what is special life? Who is special? What is normal life? Who is normal? And does normal life equals mediocre life?
I guess it depends on what your definition of a normal is.
Yeah. Yes. Why do we want to be special? Like for me, okay. I don't know. I don't even know where to start. But chasing success, Facebook, it's hard to. Like I'm thinking about camera. I don't think about conversation with you guys. What I want to. Yeah, I feel like I'm empty.
Sounds like a dentist. I went to a dentist just yesterday. That's exactly what was happening.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know where to start. I feel like I'm a host. And I don't want to feel like host. I want to feel like a normal conversation that we have.
And also, was this in the book? The courage to be disliked?
Yeah, there was a topic.
He mentioned
normal.
this.
So, and he said that, yeah, you think if you will say this, just be normal to Napoleon? Napoleon? Yeah. Napoleon?
Napoleon?
Napoleon? Yeah, he wants to be big and.
So normal for him would be what, like what the masses of his country do? Is that normal?
Maybe. Or like, yeah, I'm trying to understand.
But what even is not normal?
Yeah, what is normal?
Well, what is not normal?
I'm trying to make a correct question.
I guess not normal is what is not trending? I don't know.
But why is that not normal?
Okay. Oh, okay.
But also, what is normal?
Well, something that comes probably from my insecurities again. Not normal. Normal right now is work, hustle, earning, becoming famous. That's like normal. That's what popular. That's what majority wants according to social media.
Majority, okay.
And if you don't do that, you're like kind of not normal.
If you're not chasing something?
Yeah, and I remember a few times when I exchanged contacts with someone, like, what's your Instagram? Oh, only 130 subscribers. Like,
oh, you actually had that happen?
Yeah. That was a guy. You look at he has like 10,000.
Yeah.
Like, oh, only 130. And like, so for him, I'm not normal.
But now the definition of normal has changed. It's a different normal now. Now it's just comparing how far ahead you've gone in the game.
What game?
Whatever game that you're comparing his with yours. He has 10,000 something, you have 100. Is that normal to compare each other? Maybe that's normal.
Is that
People compare.
If you don't compare, you're not normal.
If you don't want more, that's like not normal.
And you should want more. You should be normal. Have the courage to want more.
Yeah, like,
to compare more.
Yeah.
If you're not in that rat race game, you're not normal. If you don't have lots of subscribers, if you don't chase success, money,
it's funny enough because we talked about the myth of normal, where normal is toxic. So do you want the courage to be toxic?
Courage to be toxic. No.
Why aren't you doing what we're doing, bro? Why aren't you an addict? It's normal.
Like, do you actually believe in the examples you gave? Because I mean, they're real in the society. Like for a lot of people, it applies. But do you believe that? I don't think you believe that.
No, I don't. But I live in society, and I probably I want to be accepted by society
That's another question, right? Then why do you want that?
because I want to be normal. I want to be like them.
What benefit do you get from doing that?
They will like me.
And what benefit do you get from that?
I will feel good about myself.
So why,
they
why
like
are
me.
we taking this long road to feel good about yourself?
I want to feel good about myself without others.
There must be a more efficient way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're more efficient.
But you can play the game if you want. Just don't forget, this is a game. I guess the next question is, what is the most efficient way?
What's the most efficient way to be normal?
No, to get the result that you want from being normal. Because you want to be normal, to be accepted, to
Yeah.
feel good about yourself. What is the most direct way to just feel good about yourself? Just skip the whole game. Go straight to the point.
To accept myself. So
I think that's probably the most efficient. I don't know what else. But to really 100% accept yourself.
and also understand that people will not like you.
Yeah. And that takes courage to live in a way like that.
Courage to be normal.
So that's why I'm thinking courage to be yourself, whatever that is.
Yeah, well, the courage to be yourself.
Maybe that is normal for each of us and it's different for everybody.
Okay, well, I have another idea that I think about me and Gvido now. I would say that again, this imaginary society person or Vadim many years ago, if he would look at myself and yourself today, he would say that we are not ambitious people. But yesterday I talked with ChatGPT and I shared that I feel like I am not, what did I say? Like on the market of relationship or market of society, I am not that desirable product.
Even though he is, but because he thinks he's not, it feels like that.
Yes.
So that's your perspective.
Yes. But back to ambition. Like for me, always ambition was like business, money, body.
The normal stuff.
Yeah, the normal stuff.
Yeah.
But what ChatGPT told me, you are ambitious. You want to live more meaningful life.
Yeah.
That's also ambition.
True.
Like wow. And then when I was today, I was thinking about another idea.
Like you want to express yourself more freely. Like the
Yeah.
ambition to express yourself. There's the courage to be disliked again. Yeah.
This idea I took from books, The Courage to be Disliked, The Courage to be Normal.
I just don't like that word normal.
Hmm?
I don't like that word normal.
What is normal? What is not
I mean,
normal?
normal implies there's something that's not normal. Like I struggle to
Yeah.
think of anything that is not normal. I
I
mean,
just- yeah.
if I had to think of real examples, like if you cause harm to someone, I can think of, okay, maybe that's not normal.
Yeah, unless you're in prison, then it's normal. It's like the context of normal changes wherever you are. What's normal in Vietnam is not normal in Brazil, is not normal in fucking Australia, whatever.
The easiest answer to what is normal, I guess, is what society believes is
Exactly.
normal.
Just
Yeah.
what is trending.
Normal. So it's like
What is trending? Exactly.
The courage to be like everyone else. Is that what? No.
the courage to fit in. No. Courage.
So okay, what do you think of when you hear mediocre life?
That word, I think I erased that word from my vocabulary now.
But what old Nick thought about, or old Guido thought about mediocre life? What people don't want to live this mediocre life because everybody is living Instagram life, right? Everybody wants to live Instagram life, shiny, cool life, everyday adventures. Nobody wants to live mediocre life. So what is that mediocre life?
So one that is not authentic. Like
Mediocre.
if you're living a life which is not true to who you are,
Mm.
like that to me is maybe
Mediocre
it's
life.
like you're trying to live someone else's life.
Okay. I have a different idea. Okay.
I guess if I have to try to define it now, a mediocre life would be one where you are not expanding yourself.
I think I immediately see the person on the sofa, TikTok all day, junk food, feeling negative. That's what mediocre life for me. A life where you don't do anything.
And like you want, and like it's like you wish your life was different, but you don't do anything to change it.
Yes.
You're just like fuck it, just addiction, distraction until you die. It's an option.
Okay. What is
But
special
like
life?
then it can happen to anyone. It's
Yeah.
like any of us can
Yeah.
be in that stage of life. So does it mean like we're living a mediocre life right away?
That's why I hate that word.
Yeah.
It's just
It's, I mean,
judgmental.
yeah, it is.
It's just judgmental. It's
So,
like,
like,
oh,
even
you're
if-
mediocre, I'm not. I'm like,
Yeah, like a person can be in a tough spot. It doesn't mean they're having a
Yeah.
mediocre life.
right.
It's like it's a like that point of view lacks compassion.
Yeah.
It's like
to
it's
get-
very judgmental, like you
Yeah,
said.
and
It's
to
like-
get out of that loop, it needs courage. And I guess how do you teach that? Or like show the example maybe. I don't know.
So how do you teach courage?
Yeah,
That's a good question.
I just think by example. I don't know.
You said your New Year resolution. You want to be more courageous this
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
So how will you become more courageous this year?
By doing more things that feel uncomfortable to me. Yeah, like last night talking to random people with the pickup coach. That was so weird for me, and he could see in my face that I felt so awkward. But he still took me to talk to these random people. I was like,
Okay, I'm curious. Let me see.
like I felt so much like social anxiety, fear. I could feel like inside my mind there's a kid like crying, like I don't want to fucking do this.
So is that when you're about to talk to strangers? Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
before
same thing.
like he told me like, okay, I'm gonna take you down now to talk to them, and inside my mind I hear this kid go like,
Yeah.
don't fucking do this to me. And I was like, it's okay, just fucking do it.
My body would resist
Yeah.
in any ways possible to talk to strangers.
I feel it too.
It's like when I lived in Spain, I had a friend, and her favorite thing was to talk to strangers.
Wow.
We would go to the beach, just do something. So, let's go talk to these strangers. And I would usually follow her 10 meters behind. And when she's established that connection, and I see that stranger is safe, and then I awkwardly join in. It's like, hey, I'm actually a friend of hers, and like, I can be a part of the
Dude, that was me
conversation.
last night. That was me last
Yeah.
night.
Like I hesitate, like even if I'm with a friend who's very confident in talking to
They're just
strangers,
so-
I would be lagging behind, and my body is like, don't do it.
like the guy I met last night, he had some deep insecurities about other things, but for being social, zero insecurities. He would just talk to people.
Because it's interesting for me because I know you Erasmus project, cultural exchange, where you are 30 people are watching you. You're like easily take microphone.
Yeah, if there's a context and I know why the people are there and what's my role in it, I don't think I have a problem. If it's a random encounter in the streets, completely different story.
I mean, if it's first day Erasmus, you didn't speak with these people, you already know that you're Erasmus one team, so you feel comfortable talking.
In a way, yeah. Like I mean, there's some discomfort, but I'm comfortable with that discomfort.
Cool.
When it's in a completely random context, somewhere out in the public, and I have to, for no reason, go and strike a conversation with someone.
Your videos, that's hard to do. Like talking to random people and asking questions, like that's hard to do.
I think will I do it? Like yesterday was even more cool. I think I went with V to walking street, approaching strangers.
Cool.
Can I do it without camera? But then I think, why? Why would I do? Why would I ask people without camera?
For fun, I guess. I don't know. If that's fun for you. For the guy last night, that was fun for him. He would just talk to anybody, dude. Anybody he talked to, their eyes would light up, and they're like so engaged with him. And I'm just watching, like, how the fuck do you do that?
You can learn it.
Yeah.
Let's learn.
But also, I guess I'd have to ask, for what purpose would somebody want to learn that?
Just to feel comfortable talking to people.
Yeah, right. To be social.
Like when we came here, there was a very beautiful Vietnamese girl sitting there. And I saw her, but I have no idea. Well, like, first idea, I would like to know how to approach her. She was sitting there. She left. But I don't know what to say. How immediately she doesn't speak English. She's good friend.
Wow.
There's there immediately excuses.
All the assumptions, right? All the assumptions
Yeah,
appear.
yeah.
All the worst case scenarios are suddenly living right
Yeah.
here, right up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I would love to learn
Damn.
to just not to analyze it, go and say something. Because I feel like it's creepy. She's sitting, so she's on this height. I will come, she will look at me like this.
It's overthinking, right? Overthinking little details.
All these ideas, like I will stay like, go fuck. I don't know, like what?
Like the guy last night, he would be like, "Oh, you read books too? Oh, I love reading books." Even though he doesn't read any books, he's like, "Oh man, I love how you read that book." Yeah.
That's a lie. Okay.
He is manipulating. Like he's having so much fun doing it that it looks real. If you don't know him, but if you know him, then you know he's performing.
Okay.
If you don't know him, it's hard to tell.
I have a feeling that sometimes people who are very insecure, they're able to take it to an extreme where they can talk these strangers approach with zero problem. But I haven't thought a lot about it, but it has to be.
He has a deep insecurity about something else that he hasn't revealed, but I can feel it in him. But to be social is comfortable for him.
Yeah. But I feel like I read about it somewhere as well, where was it the courage they disliked? It's in that book. So he was talking about inferiority complex, who are like, that's insecure people who are experiencing that, and those who are even more insecure, that inferiority complex turns into the superiority complex. So those who feel that superior are actually much more insecure than those who are openly.
It's like Trump.
Yeah.
Like imagine how insecure he actually is. It matches his ego. Like his ego is so high, the insecurity must be the same. like a mirror, like a mirror.
Yeah.
I think Gabor Mate said that Trump is psycho.
His dad was. I think that's I don't know.
More Gabor Mate or Deepak Chopra. I think
Probably both of them.
He's probably.
But Mate also said that Hillary Clinton is also traumatized. I mean, everybody's traumatized in some way. Everybody has their things to deal with. But I like to heal it.
I feel like depends on the definition of trauma. I feel like I have no trauma.
Unlikely,
yeah, I know.
Don't forget Mate has two different trauma definitions. He has capital T trauma and lowercase t trauma.
Oh, does he?
Wow.
Yeah. And capital T trauma is like sexual assault, like really hardcore stuff that luckily, I mean, I haven't experienced myself. But I think everybody has lowercase t trauma, which is basically like emotional neglect.
Yeah. We weren't able to express emotions. That I read this morning a little bit.
Or like parents don't have to tell you like you don't matter to send that message to you.
Oh yeah.
They can send that message to you by actions, and then our little child brain just understands like, oh shit, I'm worthless. Fuck. And then that stays programmed for your entire life until you intentionally reprogram that.
And for sure, that happens in the school a lot.
A lot.
Oh, yeah. School's a fucked up place.
It makes you scared of failure. It makes people scared to try.
It's an incredibly competitive space as well. Like it's all about being the best, especially with all the grading system and putting all the grades public and comparing who's doing better. And at school, you're only good if your grades are good. Yeah. Like it's the only metric for a good student. Yeah. How fucked up is that?
And if they're low, it's like, oh, shame on you and your family too.
I had a situation. So at the end of the year, I take tests. So I'm examining students, and I gave 9 points out of 10 to one student. And after a few days, because I teach them on Mondays. I didn't finish all class. I didn't examine all class on Monday on behalf. So next Monday he came and said, "Teacher, can you give me 10? And because if I won't get 10, my mom will hit me."
Ah.
I gave it that.
Mm.
It was like, then I immediately, is it really? But I think yeah.
It's very common.
How the
Yeah.
fuck is he got 9?
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
because if he won't get 10, she will hit you.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dude, one of my kids, one of my students, she is maybe the most intelligent, most social kid in my class. And she told me, "Oh, teacher, look, my leg is purple because my mom hit me." I was like, "Why'd she hit you?" It's like, "Oh, because I didn't want to talk to my auntie who was visiting my house.
Mm.
So that mom hit her with something." But she's like the sweetest kid
Yeah.
that I've met.
Yeah, I have many cases as well that go for when their grades are not good enough, all kinds of
Shame.
things are coming up.
Shame. That's normal.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's
normal.
That's
Oh,
normal.
that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, at work I was asked by managers, why you don't like when teacher hit kids? I was like, what the fuck is that? It's not allowed by Vietnamese government. And
Ah.
Yeah,
but
totally.
students are noisy. But I used to be more violent in the class years ago. Yeah, but then there was a teacher who substitute teacher. Yeah, he
Ah.
was. I was traveling and he was in my class, and he saw that teacher hit the student and he stopped the class and he was recording everything. And then there was problem with him, and my boss said, "Okay, we don't need him." And I met that guy, and we started to talk. And he said to me, two things. He said to me, first, you have different tools in your backpack, and hitting kids is not the choice. You can always turn on the song. You can make him stand. You can make him do push-ups, something, but don't touch kids. This first thing, and second thing, probably majority of these kids are getting hit at home. So let's make school safe place for them.
Mm.
And that, and like I'm for, I'm very for non-violence at all in school.
Mm.
Before I also said, oh yes, I'm getting angry. Now by reading more, thinking about it, I see that no, that's not kid problem. It's, let's say, system problem. Because yeah, there's 50 students. It's fucking hot in the class. It's boring. There's so many things. Like in one school, we have no books, so they have to. I have to do everything so they pay attention to the screen. This is hard. 50 students. It's so many things, but violence is not the option.
Mm.
Violence is never an option unless you're in a survival situation.
It's like a short-term solution, but long-term damage.
Yeah, but they see it immediately. Okay, he was noisy. He's
I mean,
not noisy.
Also, short-term damage, literally.
Yeah, but that's how even their government functions here. It's like new rule. This is the new rule. If you break it, I will fine you with 1 month's salary.
So it's punishment incentivized.
That's how they
Incentivized by
function here.
punishment. Yeah.
They don't know how to manipulate you. They just use fear,
Yeah.
which I guess is, I don't know, if this is good or bad. In America, they manipulate with seeding ideas in your mind, but not with straight up fear like that. But it's
Yeah.
still manipulation.
Like depends what's the goal, like to measure whether it's good or bad. But
Just that they stay in line, just that they follow the rules, I guess.
yeah, like punishment or inducing fear as a form of motivation. I don't believe that's a great tool of learning,
No.
teaching. It's like
Same.
definitely.
No.
In none of the situations I can think of,
Mm.
like in any situation.
Now it's also
No.
sneaking is okay.
Sneaking,
Sneaking, yeah.
snitching.
Snitching, sorry, snitching. Snitching. It's not about school, about the red light, traffic rules now. If you pass the red light, somebody can catch you on the camera. They have government app, that they will send a video or photo, and they will fine you. And the guy who snitched
Get some money, right?
Yeah, you can get 400K for snitching on someone
It's
who
like
runs
North
a red
Korea
light.
now. What the fuck?
Yeah. So
It's like, oh, I saw him do it.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
But I haven't seen anyone record yet. I saw a post on Facebook. Now I thought they're going to be everywhere, but I haven't seen it. But I see how the traffic is changing, though. It's like people are.
It's like, what if you hate your girlfriend and you like drive her bike through a red light with the camera filming just to get her a fine?
But you earn 400K as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Want to make some
Like,
money?
think about it.
So on a governmental level, that's short-term kind of solution, but it doesn't make your community more. It doesn't create brotherhood.
It doesn't.
It creates like everybody is more individual.
True.
It's like, oh, now we have better traffic. Yeah, but on the long term, you cannot trust anyone,
True.
and that's not the solution. Why not?
That's toxic.
It's harder how to implement the idea that littering is bad. And if you litter, that's like you don't want to do it, not because others are watching, because it's bad, because it's bad for me. Crossing the red light, not because you're afraid to do it, because you can get fined, but because it's bad. But it's long-term process, and they chose something easy. That's like
It's faster than programming. It's just don't do it. If you do, I'll hit you.
that's how people work.
It's gonna be hard to manage millions of people. So I guess that's the fastest way they can think of.
It's also how a single party government would, like, it's the most efficient way to achieve what they want. Like, I mean, the only thing, like the most important thing here is economic growth, ultimately. It's like probably everything they do is to achieve that. And when there's a single party government, it's very easy to do the thing that produces the most results in the shortest amount of time.
Yeah, right.
There's no resistance, there's no no other opinions, nothing else to push you sideways or you to do what you want.
Uncle Ho is dead already, so.
Which comes back to, you see, even on the government level, economic, money, this is normal.
Yeah.
Country has to grow. It's like there's one country in Asia, nearby us, near Nepal somewhere, which has the index of happiness.
Bhutan.
Bhutan, yeah.
The Bitcoin country.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, they have. I think so.
Cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they have a lot. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So again, this is normal. You see, money is normal. Power is normal. That's where you need to strive. Otherwise, you are not normal. You're not.
So monks are not normal, then?
Monks are not normal. Yeah. Or if you share with someone, and I shared before, I was thinking I want to go and be a monk for years. People are like, oh, that's strange.
But like you can take any group in the society and it's going to be not normal from the point of view of someone else.
But if I say I want to, for next 10 years, like, I don't need girlfriend, I don't need friends, I want to earn money. Okay, that's good.
I mean, that's normal.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
But like from the point of view of whom?
Yeah.
Also depends who you spend time with too. It depends who you spend time with. If your friends are like that, then it's normal in your life, though.
That's not normal for us.
What is normal for us?
What is normal for us?
For you guys, it's being vegan, I guess.
He's vegan.
You were like sometimes.
I'm against labels.
Ah.
I don't like it. I don't like. I'm not a YouTuber. I like to make videos. It's like.
Are you straight?
I'm straight.
But I thought no labels. I thought no labels.
But I had sex with female.
Sure.
So, it was a guy before. So
this feels different.
I am floating, no labels. I'm not vegan. I ate mozzarella sandwich yesterday. I ate meat on Friday.
No.
You monster.
Yeah. I'm not vegan.
How dare you?
Sometimes I allow myself.
So what's normal for you then?
Like in what? I guess there's not like normal something one. They're like people. My students ask me, teacher, what do you like? And somebody, what do you like? Why? Like, what is your favorite? What animal do you like? What food do you like?
Yeah.
Teacher, what do you like?
Right. Like when I ask him what's normal for you, it really means like who are you? Like I guess that's what it means.
What is normal for you?
To me, it's a strange question because it's very hard to think of something that is not normal.
Yeah. It's just who are you?
It's like what is normal for me? Yeah, it's who I am.
Yeah. What do you like? Like what's your favorite color?
I am normal.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
It's a. And Gvido, what's your favorite color?
I don't think I have one.
Really?
No, I don't have one.
What's your favorite drill sound?
I like actually this. I like this sound.
The sound.
I like he asked me what is my favorite drill sound,
Ah,
and actually this is from childhood. We hear it a lot back home.
good.
I hope you hear me.
What do you call it in English? Flex it. What is that tool in English? The drill? It's not a drill. What is it? Like it's grinding the fuck.
Little saw.
It's not a saw. No.
Polishing stuff.
That's Polish. Like it's
Bro.
what do you call it in English? In Russian? Flex it.
I don't know.
Flex.
Болгарка, man.
Болгарка.
Yeah.
Болгарка.
Болгарка.
What is that?
I think it's Bolgarka. I need to Google.
Like a song.
Oh my god. I worry about like microphones. How is the sound?
You could like hyperlapse the whole time that we're stuck in the sound, and then go back to the conversation.
Keep it in.
There's another beautiful girl. This girl with long hair. No, she's so beautiful.
Dude, there's so many. Wanna go touch her?
I don't know what to say.
With that girl happy.
Huh?
That's that girl happy.
With a book?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, is it? Nah. Oh, not good enough.
But it's okay not to be attracted to someone. Bullet.
Wait, so what is not good enough about her?
I don't know. Can we talk now? Maybe it doesn't matter.
Like we can talk for the sake of talking.
Okay.
What is not good enough about her?
Well, I think I don't find her attractive.
Yeah. Why? Is she too old?
No. Face features.
The face.
Face features that I don't find attractive. The rest is beautiful.
I think she's hot, bro.
And also, this is something I also feel uncomfortable to say.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I say, "Oh, I don't find her attractive," it's different from now. I don't say about people. I try not to say, "Oh, he or she's ugly."
You think it? What you think it?
But I am not attractive to her. Yes, I'm not. Is it correct?
Attracted
I'm not attracted to her.
to the face? That's it.
Yeah.
Ah. Damn, I don't know. He's pretty cute.
Listen,
Yeah.
So does that mean I like resting bitch face?
Huh?
Does that mean that I like resting bitch face?
resting big face. Is that a?
Have you heard of that? Like when
Modeling face.
no, like when a girl's straight face looks angry. She's like,
Yeah, resting bitch face.
but she's not actually angry. Just her
Yeah,
face
yeah.
looks like that.
I might saw it. It looks sexy.
My girlfriend has that. So that's why maybe that's why
yeah?
I'm attracted to her.
Oh.
She has a resting bitch face.
Wow.
Bulgar. All right. This guy, bro. This reminds me. It's almost like lowercase childhood trauma with parents. There will be a pattern between that and what kind of girls you like.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like what was missing, what you felt was missing, you look for in your partner.
Is that the attachment theory?
Probably, I don't know.
Like in that one, attachment theory said that what our relationship was like with our primary caregiver is the kind of relationship we are unconsciously looking for in our romantic partner. So it's like, most of the cases it's mother. The kind of a relationship you had with your mother is what you're unconsciously seeking for in a romantic relationship. Like you always end up falling for the same kind. So
For me, it was like I was seeking the opposite of my mother. I was seeking that. That's where lowercase t trauma is. That's where the healer is. Go back to the root.
he keeps going. She gonna do the entire frame.
Like some trauma coaches will they'll say, okay, I specifically heal the father wound, or I specifically heal the mother wound. Like some coaches are specific on what kind of wounds they heal. And I have more experience with mother wound.
This fucking think that on Monday there's less people. Why you don't fucking do it on Monday? Why on Sunday afternoon when everybody? First time I see that many people here.
Really?
We've been here a few times. Usually we're alone.
I go sorry.
There's usually quite a few people indoors, out in the yard.
But that's okay. I'm learning. I'm learning because I worry about sound and how it looks.
What's a decision in your lives you needed a lot of courage to do? Like, what's a courageous decision you made?
I think
Because
for
we
all,
talked about courage earlier.
yeah.
And
Oof. My last breakup.
Hmm.
Like last year, I experienced multiple breakups in 1 year
multiple.
with the same people. I was like flipping back and forth. I was really stuck in like a hamster wheel type of like, I don't know like how to call it, but my mind was just fucked. And I felt like I had suicidal thoughts at some point. Last year for a few months. And then luckily I healed enough for the pain to not be 24/7.
Yeah.
And now the pain is like maybe once every 2 weeks, but it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Where it's in 2023, it was 24/7 for like 3-4 months, and it was getting unbearable. Yeah. So at some like after enough time feeling pain like that with no breaks, eventually you feel like, okay, I want to quit this game because this fucking sucks.
Yeah. What did it teach you about that pain, that suffering? Figure Han says suffering is not ours. He says when conditions manifest, suffering is there, we experience it. And when the conditions are no longer there, it goes away. So like he says, it's not ours.
I guess the suffering was created by my own mind. Yeah. So my own mind was killing itself. It's like a cancer, like a psychological cancer.
Psychological cancer.
And I thought, like, I remember I thought that I healed it completely. I thought so. I didn't know that I healed it just enough to delay the pain. But it wasn't totally healed.
Like cancer.
It sounds like that, right? Yeah.
My mom, my grandma, I think third time now in the hospital because of chemotherapy. Cancer comes again and again and again.
It sounds like that. Yeah. And then spending time with a good friend of mine who was suicidal, I could see in him that he experienced moments of real happiness and real joy throughout the day. But sometimes when his pain was triggered, he would go into this deep, deep depression. So then I thought, do I have that too? Because I do have these like sudden urges to like watch porn sometimes. Like, is it coming from that? Like, I want to find out. So that's when I like attempted to talk into myself, like talk to my shadow, and just tell him, okay, I'm ready. Just come out. Just show me all of it. I can handle all of it, but just come out because I have things to do. I don't want to deal with this shadow stuff forever. Like, let's just get it over with. And luckily, it didn't come out all at once. It's coming. It's coming out a little by little. Yeah. But that takes courage to tell your shadow come out. It takes courage too.
100%.
Just like, I'm ready for you.
Especially if you do it alone. Like if there's someone else who's willing to sit there with you and help you do it, and
that's my coaching now. I'm the guy that sits next to somebody who's healing. Yeah. But I didn't have that. I did it alone.
It's hard.
But at least now I can be there for somebody. Yeah.
Makes all the difference. All the difference.
That's where spirituality helped me a lot. I guess spirituality was that somebody that was there for me.
Nice.
Whatever you want to call it, non-dualism, skibbity, whatever. Like that thing was there with me to help heal.
Yeah.
Yes. It feels like that thing is like a black hole, and you can throw all of your trauma in there, and it will just take it.
Cool.
So I can sit with somebody while they're healing, and I can become the black hole for them, and they can throw all their trauma in there, and then we just watch it flush. Yeah. And continue your day.
And just the presence alone, like, makes all difference, and the quality of the presence.
Yeah.
Like, not physically being there, but like.
Yeah. So I wonder what your guru in Latvia must feel like. It must feel something like that. Like if you tell him anything that's like painful or like some trauma, you tell him, it would just get sucked gets sucked into a black hole.
Likely. I don't know. I talked to him for 2 hours,
Ah,
but yeah, I could see that being the case.
it's like compassion and love is like that. I think.
Yeah.
There's something. It just heals everything.
Mm. Yeah, surely.
Also, like Thich Nhat Hanh, right? He's super compassionate, loving, forgiving.
And that's the foundation of Zen Buddhism. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it like. Foundation of happiness, of everything, like the cream of the teaching.
Mm.
Understanding, compassion, and love. Like,
Ah. I'd like to find patterns in what, and I guess, I mean, in everything, and the pattern that I found in all of these teachers is like that. Like there's compassion, love, understanding. Some more compassion than others. Some have a lot of understanding and low compassion. Or some have high compassion and understanding is like medium. Like it's like different stats. It's awesome. I think Thich Nhat Hanh was high on everything. He was high understanding, high love, yeah. And even though he knows there's something even beyond his teaching, he doesn't talk about it too much, like non-duality and stuff.
No.
Like, he won't focus on that too much. He'll mention sometimes, right?
Yeah, has he? I haven't stumbled
He'll,
upon him.
like he'll mention like no self and like non-dualism. He'll mention it sometimes, but his focus is on love and compassion.
Yeah.
But some other teachers, they focus on the non-duality and the compassion not so much.
Why is that?
If you like to change place, it's even unpleasant to talk. And plus, I worry about the sound.
No, the sound's not going to be great, like for sure.
I don't know. I will see. Maybe it can filter it.
No, I don't think that.
We can try to change place there. She's not going. She needs to remove it all. Yeah.
Likely. Yeah, possible.
Yep. I got 30 seconds. Go.
Now, I think interesting about Thich Nhat Hanh, I think he understands very well that if you start to speak about space stuff, like too far, like oh our soul goes, and then people will be like, he knows how much you need to tell.
Right. He's meeting us where we are.
Yeah. And other people, they maybe want to share like I experienced what they're like and lasers and normal people what majority like
That's why some of them say that Jesus was probably also meeting the people of his time where they were. And he was saying it, he's saying his message in ways that made sense to those people, but then they made it into a religion. Where actually Jesus was just saying non-dualism. And same with Buddha.
Interesting.
Yeah. And same with others too. There's others too.
the thing had also smart.
Yeah, and a poet.
And what?
And a poet and a writer. Now, I spent a lot of time studying all the people who were listed as enlightened, and he was one of them. Yeah. Like for 2 years, when I first started this spiritual journey, my first 2 years was like hardcore research to burnout. And I thought I was going to find the ending.
Yeah.
I really thought I'd look for it really hard.
Have you checked that guy who popularized Vipassana?
Goenka.
Have you read any of his book?
No. But I guess he learned how to meditate for a long time. And he must have found something amazing. It's probably non-dualism, bro.
It is cool. If you watch videos with him, if you go to Vipassana course, every evening we will watch video where he speaks. He's such a nice guy.
I believe that.
He's cool. He's laughing all the time, tell the story. Chubby guy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I trust non-dualism 100%. But that's why it's a Thich Nhat Hanh.
Have you heard of any people who gave up on non-dualism?
But what would that mean, though?
So someone who was, who believed in it, who practiced it, like whose life it was ultimately, and then they turned away from it and started. I know, like there's on my YouTube timeline there was a thumbnail where it was written that what exactly was it? Here's why I no longer believe in non-dualism, or I no longer practice. And it was pretty popular. So I wonder if there are any well-known people who.
But even
turned away
that
from it.
sentence itself contradicts non-dualism, because non-dualism, there's no I.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm in this non-dualism group where people talk about this a lot, and people always like, "What do you mean? There's no I." It's like how can you say I don't follow non-dualism? There's no I. It's like, wait, what do you mean you have trauma? There is no you. They talk like that all the time.
I think they confuse. Even Sigmund Freud says that we use I because it's useful in the daily life.
Yeah, exactly.
But they mix daily life with when I say I don't have trauma, they come with like, what do you mean I?
Yeah.
You understand, bitch.
And some people, like, they don't want to deal with trauma. So they just say, like, no, there's no I. I don't have no trauma because there's no I. But they do still have it, and they haven't healed it. And they just lie to themselves. That can happen too. I think that's most spiritual people. Few of them actually go inside and ask the shadow to come out, to face it. They say, oh no, I'm good. I'm enlightened. There's no I, we're dreaming. Fuck it. Skibbity.
Skibbity.
I mean, I did it too. I really thought that I was like super awakened back in the beginning. I was like, yo, wait, I'm so fucking awakened, bro. And my trauma hadn't revealed itself yet. And it came out during the breakup. And then I was like, damn, I have a lot of shit to deal with.
Is it ever gonna end?
Maybe not. Because also it could be passed down from generation to generation. Yeah. So you're healing your whole family line through yourself.
The monks in the podcast, in the Palm Village podcast, they say it's never gonna end. They say you keep going and you keep finding new things, and you're getting closer and closer, but ultimately you do it until the end.
Yeah, I believe that. And I guess some people can clearly see that whole game, and they can just exit out of it right now.
Has to be. Like,
yeah.
What do you mean exit? Because for me, when you say exit, that's like die.
Right. That's why they say. That's also why the whole thing about Jesus dying for us, like, or whatever, like, they say it's like a metaphor of you die right now, you psychologically die, and you continue your life without that part of you that's dead. It's ego death. It's ego death.
So nobody chose to kill ego.
Huh?
Nobody. None of people we know that became enlightened or I see this as a life challenge. I accept it.
And the one annoyed is the ego. It's like everything that happens is like a good way to just see yourself where you still have parts of ego.
But I also have expectation that it will be like
right.
Nice. But then when we started, I also said I want this podcast to be like a real life, that people have conversation, and that's what happened. That real life, and I'm annoyed. And that's also me being annoyed is a real life.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it's all part of the movie.
Like I'm sit here and like there were moments when I was like, stop. But then like, hey, can I want to learn how to have this conversation without worrying about the camera. Because in the beginning I was like, okay, we are here today, so we have in the right corner Gvido, in the left corner. Like, no, can we just? I want the same energy that if there will be no camera. How to do it? Cool. I guess I'm learning.
What is it about the camera that affects you?
Because later I want people to watch it, and I want this beautiful picture, good sound. Because our podcast, I don't like that word, podcast. Like a label. Our conversation we had in the park, because camera was too far and then it's not enjoyable. It's like you need to listen, but it's not like something like
So grab your attention.
We sit with us and like, wow, that's interesting. No, you hear voices, you hear this fucking shit. Yeah, I see the weight.
Mhm.
This is life.
Na 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 na.
Life is life.
And I feel like something is trolling us.
Something's calling us.
And trolling you mostly. That's why I have. He's like a trolling guru.
Rolling girl.
But he knows what annoys people, and he'll do it on purpose to them.
Why?
Because he knows that could trigger their awakening. But I'll play the troll.
His way to awaken people.
That's his way. Like his most devoted student would bend down to like touch his feet and whatever to show respect, and then he would tell everybody like, "Hey, look at this dumb motherfucker. Look at this dumb," just to troll him, just to trigger him. Because every trigger that you get awakens you if you can see where the pain is coming from.
I don't like to call somebody. She literally call people dumb.
Only if you are the most devoted student. Yeah. Or even some Zen Buddhists, they will hit you with a stick if you meditate wrong, right?
No, I don't know.
I heard that. I heard like in some Zen, like if you are training to be a monk, a Zen monk, the teacher will hit you if you don't, I don't know, if you don't sit correctly or I don't know, whatever the fuck.
For me, a perfect teacher then taken first.
Ah.
He didn't hit anyone.
Right, yeah, he's beyond that.
Yes, that's like
He's beyond
perfect
that.
for me. And that is he's the guy who another monk was with him like for 17 years following him. He said he never seen teaching Han angry. He saw him sad, but never angry.
So he must have felt so much anger during the war, probably. Maybe that helped him to awaken more, I think. It must be. Because people like him, they're like alchemists. They'll feel some kind of negative emotion and they'll flip it.
Yeah.
Like alchemy. He said he was angry when they killed Martin Luther King. He felt anger. And that makes sense. That was his a really good friend of his. He took a lot of action in his life. He was a activist, right?
But Martin Luther King?
I mean, also Thich Nhat Hanh. He created activist Buddhism or something. I forget what the name is. There's some label like that.
What label?
Like Buddhist activism or something.
I don't know.
Thich Nhat Hanh apparently created that style.
He was doing something. He was to try to. He also said that Christianity will benefit a lot if someone translate Bible to the modern language.
Cool.
Someone updated it.
Cool.
Yeah. Like to a language that would apply better to the modern society.
That's what he did with. Because I recently was watching one of the previous Dalai Lamas, not this Dalai Lama, but the previous one, or one of them, he did a video, and he was alive like 40, 50 years ago or something. The way he speaks, it's like, it's not modern. It doesn't hit me. So you need to speak modern language if you want to hear you people.
Yeah. It has to resonate.
She's cute. I mean,
Too hot, bro.
girl in blue. She's cute.
Too high. Oh, because she's smiling now.
Huh?
Because she's smiling?
Maybe. She's cute.
Oh.
Wow.
Cool.
Oh, I love when people smile. Yeah.
It's like you want to confirm that she. It's like you want to confirm that she is like friendly.
For me, that's what I like when people laugh, when people smile, and we all love it. But I noticed that when I ride a bike, in the city and I pass by someone and I see a people smile, I feel better.
Mm,
I love when people smile.
cool. Why do I like resting bitch face? Why do? Is it familiar to me?
Why you like? I mean, I don't like it because I mean, like, so once I went on the Gvido Street, we were taking balloons or something, and there was a girl, and I approached her. She was sitting like beach face, smoking balloons. I approached her. She didn't even look at me. So I'm like next to her, like asking the way on the dance, and she like the face for me. This like I'm somewhere there, and you're there. And that's why this beach face.
That was me yesterday. I was pissing off my near friend. He was like, "Why aren't you talking much to me?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm just really high and I'm just chilling." But he wanted attention. That was his insecurity, right?
I had one friend who wants to talk all the time. He cannot handle silence.
Mm,
And
that was my friend last night.
so yeah, that's why he talked because if he doesn't talk, there will be silence, and he will have to stay with his own thoughts.
Yeah. So I wonder what kind of thoughts they must have that it's hard to handle. Like my dad, he can't go to sleep without background noise, the TV or something making noise.
Yeah. Many people like that. Me too when I was younger. All the time I had to play something. I remember there was a time, high school last time, when I would go to sleep with earphones and I would play rock music and
Wow.
yeah.
Cool. Now I'm hearing a lot of, do you know theta waves? Theta? Like, remember at Leo's men's gathering, we did like breath work, like, and it put your mind in this kind of state. It feels like balloons, and that's like theta brain waves. So now in my free time, I will put theta brainwave music sometimes to put me in that like balloon state.
Does it work?
But organically, I do feel something different.
Yeah. I know there's a specific theta meditation as well. I met a few years back when I was in Europe. I met a good friend of mine from Greece, and he is probably still very into this. He called it the theta meditation. In Greek, he goes theta in Greek. I think the letter is. Yeah, and when he was describing his experiences in meditation, I was like, that to me sounds like a psychedelic experience. And he said, yes, absolutely.
Nice.
Like crazy ones.
Dang, and it's cheaper.
But yeah, in Greek, he called it theta. I think that's the letter.
Right.
It's like they pronounce them a little bit differently, the letters in Greek. It's like we say beta, in Greek it's vita. Alpha, vita, gamma.
Vita.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gamma is gamma.
It's like when I do a balloon, I feel like have the theta brain, but it's a lazy and unhealthy way to do it. Because you're killing your fucking body when you do it. But I feel like I'm learning things, and the learning never ends. And I'm addicted to whatever insights are coming in.
I like that. But
there should be a way to get insights without the balloon, though. I think even just talking like this already brings insight.
We already said it once with your teacher from Latvia said that drugs give you just look through the window in that house.
Yeah.
There's something here. You're there. I hope I can bring it back and understand. And you get back, you're like
the non-duality is like, so who's I? Like non-duality will make you question I, and it will kind of like shave. It will shave your I. That's small, I guess. If you play the game, it's like it gets smaller and smaller. It's like your ego didn't grow bigger; it actually died, but you feel bigger. You feel like infinity. Infinity is huge.
It's infinite.
I think let's say enlightenment is so there's something in a food that makes you feel good, and if you eat shitty food from McDonald's, it's like a drug. You will get part of that feeling, like yeah, I feel it, but there's a lot of shit around. The same with drugs. You can get something, that enlightened feeling, but there's a lot of shit around.
True. That's true.
That can actually break you.
Yeah.
Food from McDonald's can break you.
True. It's a short-term gain.
Yeah, you're like getting something. Yes, I'm full. I feel. Same with drugs. And you can get it. Like you take drugs, 30 minutes, you are there.
Ah. So do you have courage to be yourself?
That's first. I want to ask you. You ask Nick. What is the courageous thing you did in life?
Ah.
Courageous things. I mean, probably a few. From different decisions of moving abroad, changing my environment completely, to falling in love, allowing that to happen instead of running away. Like, I guess the scariest ones are the ones inward. Quite a few. Like, the interesting part is that they've all been the best decisions. Like, whenever I made the decision to confront my fears right away, the biggest ones, they always played out like in incredibly well.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like when you're anticipating that moment when you're going to tackle your fears, you clench your fist and you're ready to take on the world, expecting someone on the other side to fight with you. Now you're going to have this battle because you're confronting that fear, and it's just there's only love on the other side.
Right.
Yeah, like, it's so terrifying, but there's only love on the other side.
It's like, imagine you're a kid and you think there's a monster in the closet. Right? It feels real because you think maybe it's there, and to open the door takes so much courage. And then you open the door, like, oh, there's nothing.
Christmas gift.
There's no monster.
Yeah,
There's Christmas gift.
Yeah, maybe there's a stripper or something. A cookie.
Yeah.
What kind of cookie?
Do you believe fear is a good, like, compass to show you which direction you should go? Like, if you're afraid of something, like really afraid of something, like, does that mean you should go that direction?
But what if it's a bus coming right at your face?
No, forget the bus.
Right,
not a
right,
bus.
yeah,
Like, not
so
physical
not-
fear, not one that puts you in danger right away. It's like not in physical danger.
Okay.
Not one that threatens your life in the moment. No. Like, if you fear, if you're afraid of the coming bus, like, no, don't go there.
Self-development, yeah.
Yeah, but like, say
The battery is dying. I see it. I will change the battery.
No, but yeah, if it's something else, then I think it would be beneficial to go into it and see what happens.
I feel like that's the way. Plastics are still the big part. And the next one is nanoplastics. Like, we went to a lecture in Barcelona University. It was crazy. Like, they were doing research on microplastics in the sea on the coast of Barcelona.
Yeah.
And they found, like, so many runs, and they gathered the data about the microplastics, and what the conclusions they had at the end was that regardless, the sea, at least the coast of Spain, Barcelona, apparently it's full of microplastics, like a lot. The crazy thing is that is old plastic. That's plastic from 30 years ago. And that's the plastic that's decomposing that ended up in the seas like a long time ago. And now there's so much more plastic in the oceans. But like until it becomes microplastics, that's another 30, 40 years. Well, so the biggest wave is just coming. So even if we completely stop any plastic from getting in the seas, in 30, 40 years, it's just going to peak.
Yeah.
How's that?
Cheers. The top detox.
I asked her, how do you stay positive in researching this and like I cannot.
That's crazy.
Ticket fan has about it. We were also listening to podcast. Something about saving the earth. And there's also the question, like, how do you stay positive? Because maybe there's no solution. Maybe we are not going to make it. Maybe we will destroy the earth. But we will destroy it. I don't remember what exactly she said. Something like maybe by accepting that there is no solution, and we will eventually destroy ourselves. That will help us to solve it.
Could be. Yeah.
Not trying to pretend that we need to save it. No, there's always a way. Maybe there is no way. You just need to accept it, and maybe that will be the way. Somehow like.
But then, do you choose the healing team? Do you choose the destruction team, or you just quit both?
You do what you can.
I choose healing. I try my best to be consistent. I guess I fail sometimes. Yeah, I must fail sometimes, for sure.
In the end, what is fail?
It's not relevant to healing. If the game is healing.
But okay, let's say you I failed. No, okay, I will think about myself. Like I go for no fat 30 days.
Yeah.
And then after 3 days, I fail. You can call it fail, but because I measure it like, oh, I couldn't do it for 30 days. But if you take all your life, that one fail is like nothing. That's the process. Every time you become stronger. So
maybe failure. That's funny. So maybe
There's no
real failure is when you fail and you don't learn from it. I don't know. Which I have done a lot.
You came up with subjective failure for yourself, and there is societal failure. I think
like I failed in relationships so fucking bad, bro, and I made the same mistakes multiple times before I learned what I did.
I don't want to look at all my relationships as a fail. I learned.
Yeah.
You're today. You're successful. You're happy in your relationship.
Yeah.
Because you went through all these
miscalculations and mistakes.
But I guess you can only fail as long as there's a goal you're attached to. I mean, if in retrospect you look at in the situation you were in with your relationship, and when you say you were failing, it's easy to think that with your current knowledge and experience, how you could have done better. But like in that situation, you did the best you could, the best you knew, right? So, and as like to me, it sounds like if one looks in the past with the mindset of that I was failing there and there and there, that's kind of a judgmental look towards who you were and what you could have done back in the past. So it's like it's very easy to think with the current, from the current perspective, current point of view, with the knowledge, it's very easy to think or to see all the situations where I could have done better, I could have said something better, I could have been nicer, more compassionate, I could have prevented harm or suffering or whatever. But like in those situations, I was who I was, I did the best I knew.
That's true.
I wasn't perfect. I'm not perfect right now. In a few years, I'll be looking back at my life right now, and I will also probably be able to see how I could have done better. So it's like it's only failure as long as there's a goal we're attached to, and right.
Because my goal was to be perfect, probably, and I failed that.
Oh yeah, that makes like things very difficult.
Like my goal was to like have perfect self-awareness, and I failed. I have failed that.
When I think about comparing, like a child fails many times before he starts to walk, and then comparing, I failed in a relationship, I hurt so many people. I feel like it's not equal because child, he didn't hurt anyone in order to learn how to walk, but I hurt many people in order to become who I am today. That's like, I'm sorry, but I became better because I was hurting others.
It's like you hurt people as you were learning how to have relationships.
Yeah, and not being aware, like because I didn't know what I want, and I tried to change other people. That's why I hurt them. I could. But that's part of the process, and that's okay. But it's I just don't want to say like that's okay, because we all learn something. That's okay that they were hurt. It's like if I say like that.
That's where I think of like karma. It's like that was just our karma, I guess. Like how can we feel guilty about that?
I just don't want to.
Yeah, it's just,
I see that girl like feeling shitty now. And I'm like, that's karma.
It's it's just skibbity. It's not. I don't give a fuck about her. It's just skibbity. It is what it is. It's not fuck her. It's different. It's not. I don't give a fuck about you, bitch. It's different. It's just skibbity.
Skibbity.
I would love it to end differently, but I cannot do anything about now. I can just try to be better in the future, be aware of my actions in the future.
Yeah. I guess the best we can do is learn from our own miscalculations, and if possible, learn from other people's miscalculations too. That would save us a lot of miscalculations.
It's like failure or success, they're completely made up things.
They're concepts.
They're like there's concepts, social constructs. Like they're not real. Like I think life is beyond that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it really transcends. Like well, like when I think of it now, it feels like it's a silly concept. Success or failure. It's very silly.
It implies that you're playing some kind of game where you can win or lose.
It's like life is so much beyond that. It's like it's very silly. Yet it's the thing, right? We all got to be successful.
It sells.
Yeah, it sells. Yeah. Again, money, power.
And people are playing that game of accumulating money. They're playing that game. And they need us to consume things. It's like, don't you wish you had... Don't you wish you looked younger? Don't you wish your nose looked different? Or something, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
don't you wish your skin was a little bit different color?
Like there's something wrong with you now. You need to do something, and you need to buy this from me to feel better. And then you start to buy, and then you more and more and more and more.
If you have straight hair, like, don't you want curly hair? If you have curly, don't you want straight hair? Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll tell you anything.
Courage to accept. It's like kind of, I would say, I feel like I want this to be my mission, to accept myself and to help others accept themselves.
Cool. You're a coach then.
You mean like, coach, you put me in the... It's like...
That's what it sounds like.
It's like Jay Shetty's wife. And she cooks amazing. And everybody tells her after eating with her, you need to open a restaurant. You need to open a restaurant. And she doesn't want that. She loves to cook, but she doesn't want to work in the restaurant or creating, making her own restaurant. That's it. I like to help in maybe this content, this conversation, because this conversation, by me accepting myself and spending time with Gvido, with you feel good. Then you go back to your girlfriend because you feel good. You will make her feel good probably. He will make good for her girlfriend. She will meet someone, and they will have good conversation. So it came not only from me, but with this interaction or I could be angry today and like tell you what this is wrong or something, and I will implement this idea in your head, and you will go home and something triggers in the conversation, and you will make your girlfriend feel bad. I don't need to be coached with like purposely doing this. I don't feel like I want to be coached, but I just want to live a good life.
I think it will just happen. I think you won't even try. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah, because when I try, it's like when I try to approach a girl.
Exactly.
But when I do it, not thinking about it, but by having fun, that happens. When I think about earning money, like I need to earn money. I'm so stressful, I lose sleep.
Yeah.
But when I do something I like, it's somehow, and it's counterintuitive because if I need to earn money, I need to post somewhere. I need to promote myself. I need to talk to people. But I've got job and find relationship just by blogging outside. And it's like it's indirect. These were the best ways.
I guess the same applies to living. Like once we have the courage to stop trying, and we just surrender to what is.
Oh, that's my tattoo. It's actionless action. Oh yeah, you know Wu Wei.
Actionless action.
Actionless action.
Yeah.
So doing action without trying.
Sorry, 2 words: actionless action.
Yeah.
Not action, less action.
Actionless. Yeah. 2 words. Yeah. That's what I think of when I think of meditation. Because to me, meditation is not a verb. For me, meditation is to do nothing. And when you do nothing, you realize that something is doing something. Like the observer is never turned off. Even when you close your eyes, you're just looking at the inside of your skin here. The eyes never turn off. The observer is never gone.
The observer is never gone.
But then when you sleep,
there's an observer.
Yeah, something is observing. Yeah, something is observing the whole movie. And it's possible that all the observers are coming from the same place.
Yeah, well, quite literally it is.
Yeah.
It has to be. Like we all come from the same place.
So it's like you
It's
want
just-
to
yeah.
know yourself, like look into somebody's eyeballs.
Yeah, why
But it is.
often we think that the observer is there, like because eyes are the main main
Sensory input.
sensory. That's why we think we are here, we are there. Like I try to put.
Oh yeah, my mind is
Yeah.
here. Something. Yeah. But who knows where it is? I don't know where the cloud or the server is.
What if we would have eyes on our knees? Would we feel like we are there?
Yeah. Oh, my mind is right here. My balls.
I want to experience that. We are everywhere. You are me. I am that.
Oh, yeah. How was the DMT? Does it feel like that? That everything is connected?
Or the DMT.
I didn't get it.
Oh, we can try it sometime. Then I haven't tried it either.
I wish it was just a little bit stronger, but what was it like? Okay, what was it like to experience it? I mean, just like with most psychedelic experience, you kind of lack words to properly,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, put it properly
Why
explain
didn't you
it. But
try it? Then?
We tried.
try.
It just didn't
Didn't
hit me
hit
that
you.
strong.
But did you see anything like?
No,
Shit.
it was cool high, but it, like I was far away from
From the breakthrough.
enlightened the breakthrough. Yeah.
Mm.
Breakthrough. I think Gvido was there. Or?
I just got it. I was kind of yeah. But yeah, I saw things. I experienced
Cool.
it. Like there was definitely a sense of unity. I was,
Mm.
although visually it didn't look like the world, the planet, but like in my mind, my feelings, what I felt, it looked like a sphere, and it was living, breathing. It was mostly greenish, orangish, brownish, and I was that breathing, living thing.
Mm.
And what I was thinking in those moments, or what I was feeling, is that I am the world is me. I cannot separate myself from anything else.
Cool.
So it's like all interconnected.
Mm.
But like not even interconnected. That was me,
Yeah.
and I was breathing with it. So
It's not duality.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was breathing with it. Although I feel like I could visually see it, but it was more that I was it, and I was breathing, living. It was moving, turning. That was me. And once the trip ends, you feel. Well, I felt a very strong feeling of just what's the word?
Like complete.
No, not complete. It was I don't know, like I was being cleansed, like not relaxed. What's the word?
Like a detox.
Not a detox. When you know, like when like a burden is lifted. What's the
you
word?
released something.
Yeah, like relief. Yeah, relief. Like it was a very strong feeling of relief. It's like it felt like all these notions, the concepts I had in my mind about what the world is and what I have to do is like they're like I get it. Like they're completely irrelevant. And then I think that's where the relief came from. And it was strong. It was very strong. I was sitting there on the balcony and I was like, my body was relaxed, and it makes so much sense. Like all these concepts that were just flushed away, filtered.
Cool.
Through, and yeah, well, like it has a lot of potential. Like I would love to do a DMT trip again.
Cool.
Like, a stronger one. Yeah. Great potential.
Maybe ayahuasca.
I do it. Do they do it in Vietnam? Like, is there a?
There is option.
Really?
Yeah.
There are options. Yeah, I heard from people.
Damn.
I'd be down.
Wow.
How did I also imagine I would like to do it somewhere in South America, through the shaman guys, not like here.
But like,
Saudi.
I just want I want a trustable shaman to be there. I think I have shaman skills, but maybe for shroom trips. DMT, I have no experience yet. But for shroom, I can be the shaman. I like tripping too. But I haven't tripped for like 2 years, I think. I think so.
We'll do it.
DMT.
Trip podcast.
On DMT, there's none, but we can do once shroom or LSD podcast.
I prefer shroom. Shroom.
A small dose of shrooms. For now, I don't want.
Yeah, I also don't feel like I want. No.
Podcast in the nature.
Yeah.
We'll do
Oh.
with elephants.
Oh, yeah. When he was telling his DMT story about like you, like everything was you and you were breathing, watching everything breathe. Now that really sounds like the observer is the observed.
Mm.
The thing is observing itself.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's like, look, observe yourself. Look, you're fucking awesome.
But still, I mean, I feel I'm here. Also because I'm trying to imagine how does it feel observer is observed, because I am here.
Right, it's already happening.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm there and here. Like I will see the world and I will feel each living being through me, and I feel I feel only me, and I can see through my eyes.
Yeah.
I don't think about it. I also at the same time I have other sensations, sensors like touching,
Senses.
senses, yeah. But I pay attention to eyes, and I remember from the book, The Art of Hearing Heartbeats. Beautiful book that vision or world vision likes to, it tricks us a lot. So don't believe in vision.
Yeah.
And the guy he was kind of blind in the book, because before the surgery he was blind, and he said the people's voice and their heartbeat don't match. They lie. So you cannot tell.
Interesting.
Yeah, you cannot tell from. Later he got back his eyes, but whenever he was listening, I think he was a lawyer. So whenever he was speaking with someone, he was closing his eyes and just listening. Yeah, because through the voice timbre, through the voice, he could understand more. But that's fiction book.
The guy last night could do that. Cool. The guy that I met last night, when I was triggered, he could see, even if I'm not looking at him, he's like, he can notice when my vibe changed. And I could notice him noticing me. So I was like, hey, what the fuck? I see what you're doing.
I think it's probably not that hard.
Need to pay attention.
You just need to pay attention.
Yeah.
You got to be there in the moment.
It's like the body language will change, something will change.
And we just pick that up subconsciously.
Yeah.
Has to be like also Dr. K was talking about this. How to get people to like you and how to be authentic. So when like he connected all of that, and it's like he was like, that's fucking science. This is not something I'm coming up. That's fucking science.
Yeah. Do you have faith in science? But you have faith in Dr. K.
I like how he talks. Well, that's how you say I trust him.
You trust him.
I trust him.
And you trust his coaches.
Yeah.
Because you pay for it, right? It's not free.
Of course, she's very different from Dr. K.
But you trust someone with a Dr. K certificate or something?
Not necessary. I'm not sure. Because to check is it true that I trust anyone with Dr. K certificate, I need to try different coaches. Because now I tried only one, and also because what she recommended me videos, and she recommended me The Courage to Be Disliked book, and I love that book so much. Maybe my favorite book now.
But you heard about that book before, right?
No.
Oh, really?
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, wow.
She recommended on the our first session was about self-acceptance. She gave me that book. I enjoyed so much the idea. So I trust Dr. K. I like how he speaks. Yeah.
She's so nice. She goes step by step, like your coach. It's like, oh, read this book, like going step by step. Where I'm just like, look at this fucking thing right here. Like, look, this is it. I'm like too direct. Maybe I should do that. Just go step by step. Also, like, make your client last longer, get more money too.
Yeah.
Double win. Or like, I'm the way I'm doing is like, it's right fucking here. Look, and now tell your friends about me.
Once again.
Like my idea has been like, let me show you directly where the fuck your problem is. Let's fix it right now, and then tell your friends about me.
Yeah, but
but it doesn't work because it's too direct.
Because you're so people think they need to come to their problem by themselves. But if you show here is the problem, this is like you came up with this. You told me, not me.
No, but even when what happened at the last men's gathering, it was just 4 people, and one of them had trouble giving himself credit for the work he did. Like he feels he's not working hard enough, and he feels like a piece of shit, even though he's working really hard. So then we said, dude, you could look in the mirror and tell yourself, good job. And he physically couldn't
Oh, really?
turn his body to look. He was just like, he froze. And I was trying to get him to like, bro, just look in the mirror.
Pushing him like Tony Robinson does this kind of shit.
Okay.
I don't like this.
I was like, bro, like just look at the mirror. But then I guess we just continued the gathering and just changed topic. But I felt like I wanted to really just get him to just take a look in the mirror.
Tony Robinson, yeah, call your wife now and say, it's over. You're about to divorce.
We done, bitch.
Yeah, works for some, it doesn't work for someone else.
It doesn't work in the long term.
It should. If it's facing your fear. If it's facing your fear, it's really scary short term. And the benefits are good long term.
There is no thing that works for everybody. It can work for 40% of people, but will never work for.
Does facing fears, does that not help some people?
No. I mean directly like this. Like, call your wife. Look immediately. Or step by
Could
step.
be too much. What if you end up like in a state of panic?
Yeah. It's like even just 1% face your fear is okay as long as you face it.
And Tony Robinson and taking a calm with compassion.
Yeah.
And understand.
Like I'm trying to say, like, bro, look in the mirror, and I'm gonna sit with you to be with you during this challenge.
But
then,
I'm the one who will feel, not you.
You think so? But I can sit next to you. I can feel everything you're feeling.
But do I know what you feel? I feel what I feel. I mean, I try to imagine that person.
Of course, you feel whatever you feel, but I'm here.
If we speak about approaching girls, I imagine I go with a coach and he will just tell me, okay, Vadim, you're a pussy, just go and say something. I will go and say, and maybe for me it will work. Instead of like, I cannot imagine how in pickup community or approaches you're like, okay, step by step. First, you go home and write down what would you like to say.
Right. Read this book. Read this book.
Like, meditate on it. No, I think in that case you should just, or what I've heard, analyzing. First 3 seconds, you found someone you like, go approach.
Cool. But don't think too much. Boom.
Yeah.
Do it.
Somewhere it works. For somebody it works in a specific situation. Maybe with the same situation, but for another person it will not work. Or this will not work for me on that day somewhere. So you like.
So it has to be somebody who's okay with feeling uncomfortable. Or also say, fuck this. I'm gonna go watch porn.
I would like to stop and maybe continue talking without camera.
Sure.
Like I don't want to fucking edit this. Bye. Enjoy your life.
Dang, I feel she's hotter when she reads that book.
Yeah, turn it off. No.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Just hold it. Yeah, just hold it.
Like I don't want to.
Damn, bro.
For example, I want to talk about people, but the things I don't want to say on camera. I don't want to discuss other.